Morning, everyone. It is May 25th, 2024, and we have a red flag. It looks like what's up with Bottas' car? He's stuck. Oh, okay. So Bottas tapped his left front. He actually did touch the wall, and it's collapsed the wheel as it's supposed as, and it's dislodged the wheel. So yeah, my apologies, everyone. So, morning, everyone. We are in a red flag because right now we're getting Bottas' car off the track. He will be back. This is not a. He just tapped the wall. They're rolling. Who are they rolling on the McLaren's back? So one of the McLaren's basically locked up their brakes because the red flag was so sudden and unexpected. Yeah, it is morning. It is 5:44 a.m. where it is. I had a different time for this morning start. This is why I'm late, unfortunately. But I'm here right now. So far on the board, we've had Hamilton, Magnussen, Russell, Norris. We got the V carbs, the Aston Martins. Uh, so we haven't seen several of the teams so far, which is happens in FP3. What happened to Hamilton, guys? Hamilton's on top of the board. Hamilton helping Bias. Tech temperature is now 48 degrees. That's hot. That's very hot. By the sleeping wolf. Okay, guys. So again, they are about to get. I mean, all the cars are coming back in, and they're coming into the garage, as you'd expect. There'd be about a. I'd expect another minute or so before uh, they'll go green again, because that wasn't a much. It wasn't very much. I mean, we didn't have carbon fiber. Like, there wasn't a lot of things that needed to do. We're not dealing with Tech Pro barrier. It takes forever to reset. Looks like it is a green flag. Who brought on the red flag? Bus has brought on the flag. Back over there. So the pit is open now. It just opened up about 1 minute ago. Update about it, he basically hit the wall and his wheel collapsed. It's going to be. It's not a hard fix. He could be back depending on how fast they get the car back to the garage. They can get that car set up pretty quickly. So we wait on my stream to get back. They're showing Senna's lap from 1990 Monaco. And there we go. They are now heading out on track. Get their time on to get going. Weird. Looks like Tsunoda went out first, Albon, then followed by Sargent, Stroll, Verstappen, Russell. So it looks like everyone went out on track. Why did Hamilton stop? Oh, that was a red flag, so he had to come into the pits. So they're all now making their out laps at the moment. Everyone but Bottas is heading out on track at this point. So no, Hamilton's going to be back on track. He's heading back out. So is Magnussen. Everyone except Bottas has come out on track. So we're going to see a lot of traffic on this track for the next few minutes or so. We have another yellow flag that's already gone away. So someone's peeled off of that in sector one, most likely. Russell right now is setting up a new flying lap, 113.988. That is still, again, we're still pretty high up on these times. We were seeing 112s yesterday. We even saw Russell break Max's pole time yesterday. He did I think he did like a 109, I believe, instead of a 111. Weather is right now. It's actually sunny out. If there's any clouds, they may be wispies. Hulkenberg just went to the top of the board with 113.652. Any chance of rain this weekend? Not at this point. Humidity's high, but they are up by the coast, so you can expect humidity to shoot up like that when you're by the coast. Ben Appeal is asking for race predictions. Max just putting together a new lap, though he's going to go P6, fastest first sector, improves in the second two, sector three. Leclerc is going to jump up to a 113.791. Everyone is on soft tires except for Alonso and let me make sure I get this right. Stroll. So it's just the Aston Martin out on track on medium tires. Feedback issue. You know what you guys are saying in chat. Looking at what's going on. We just had one of the Williams go by. Ferrari's going slow. We have another yellow flag out. I don't know what sector it is in though just yet. Sector 1. And it is one of the Mercedes in the runoff area. It's Lewis Hamilton causing this yellow flag. And is he stuck? That's the better question. No, he's flipping himself around. Okay. And it's now green flag. He's now back on track. So what we're doing there. Doing well, by the way. Russell just took the top of his lap. That's followed by Oscar. So Russell's time was 113.004. Oscar's was 112.875. So this is more closer to what we saw yesterday. Tires are dead, mate. That's what Lewis is saying already about his tires. Oh yeah, he locked up and killed those tires. Thank everyone who's here right now. We've got 4,638, 39 today. Well, I just updated to 4,667 here. 352 likes so far. You are listening to the Racing Statistics YouTube channel with Grash. I know I was here a little bit late. Thank you. All right, now, guys, can you say that Verstappen is winning only because of this car? No, it's Verstappen's winning because he's that good of a driver. Times are we are now again. You got our first driver in the 112s. We did see drivers in the 111s yesterday in FP2, so we still have times. Clerk jumping to P2, 113.043. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the times we're going to see a yellow flag and go away quickly is because the cars went off into that particular runoff area. And that's happened multiple times through practice. Sainz jumping up to P3 with a 113.273, 4 tenths off of Oscar's time, but when he does a fastest third sector in that lap. Oscar putting together a new banger lap. He's got the fastest sector 1, sector 2. He's several tenths faster already. Mag is in P3 right now, 113.255. And Oscar's going to do 112.684. So he's going to improve, I think, about 2 tenths on that on his previous lap. Red Bull not good. No, Red Bull is okay this weekend. It's just this is just quality is everything at is the game for Monaco. And so um we know Max can put in a banger lap when he needs to. We know Checo can put in a banger lap when he needs to. Right now we're seeing Oscar and Leclerc and Magnussen of all people right now putting in a top lap of the moment. Um, so it is one of those questions of who's going to show up for quali later today and put on. Oh my God! So F1 has Jack doing on. So Matt just took first fastest sector, but it's just been taken away from Leclerc within a second or so. So they just had a report from the track view from Jack Doohan's residence in Monaco. That's interesting. We have yellow flag. So Max is going to jump to a P3 with a 112.968. Leclerc's going to go much faster. Fastest sector 2, sector 3, 112, 521. You have a yellow flag in sector 1. And it is a question of will that resolve to a red or is it going to go back to green? Did someone go off the track again? Yellow flag, there's a warning. I mean, something has happened on track, and drivers need to take caution. An accident has happened where it's not optimal driving, and they do need to slow down. And it has resolved to a green, so someone was just trapped in that little alcove again. We have gone. Yeah, it was like Oscar Piastri was the cause for it, maybe. Yeah, it was Oscar who went off track who caused that previous yellow flag. So when we have a yellow flag during the race, it can resolve either one of two ways. They will either send out the safety car, which you see, an impeding between. Okay, this is moving. Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda impeding on turn 9. That's a three-way impeding. That's interesting. So we'll see how things will get resolved going into quali after the session. So Liam's bringing out that right now Max has done 9 poles in a row. He has tied the record for that with Ayrton Senna. If he were to get pole this weekend, he would break that record, and be clearly above Senna. When you look at the top 10 pole streaks, it's Ayrton Senna, and yes, he's got like in the top 10. I think Aaron shows up 4 or 5 times, which is crazy to look at. So he was, you know. So Hamilton, Sargent, Verstappen will no longer be reviewed. That incident won't be reviewed. Interesting. We're seeing 3 cars involved in incidents as opposed to 2. Was Bottas crashed? Not in the typical way that you would understand. It is he did hit the wall and by tapping the wall, his tire collapsed, which unfortunately had to stop and brought out the red flag. And the car isn't damaged. It's just when the car hits the wall in the way that it does, it collapsed in the way that it is supposed to. So it's not going to be a hard fix for the team to get that car up and ready. Ooh, Lando locking up his brakes around that in that first sector. Perez comes out of the tunnel and has to deal with, is it an SMR or a kick? It was one of the I think it was. Snowder goes to P2 with 112 526. That's a good time. That's a very good time. Max starting with the fastest first sector. I was probably too optimistic about him coming back in this session. They've got his car behind the barrier. It's going to probably take a while to get his car back to the pits. They will probably do that after the session. Ricardo jumping up to 13th with a 113.417. Max has improved his time in the second sector, not the fastest second sector. He's Oscar's, I think, and Max is going to jump to P2 with a 112 500. Um, so Perez has jumped up to P10 with a 113 155 on that ruined lap. Another ruined lap. How's Yuki P2? I mean, he's put in a good time. He's actually P3 right now. But we saw Charles go into the 111s yesterday during. So don't I wouldn't take too much stock on these times right now. We saw them go much faster yesterday in FP2. And that is Max brushing up against the walls but not touching it. Price no, he's had traffic in his last two laps. So Leclerc has done 10 laps on his current softs. Max has done 11. So has Tsunoda 10. Norris is still on track, has done 10. Mannings has done 9. Gasly's done 11. Ricardo has done 10. Gasly just jumped up to P9 with a 112.972. And Clerk just set a 112.092, so he's getting closer to that 0.111 times. Looking right now. So you guys are talking about track evolution. So basically, as the drivers are riding on the road, they are by friction, they're putting down rubber on the road, and by putting more rubber down, it adds for traction as there's more. So when it rains, that all that this rubber we're talking about gets washed away. One thing that's in play here is that we do have not just F1, we have F2, F3, the Porsche Cup series racing at Monaco this weekend. So we have multiple chances to get rubber onto this road. So as more rubber gets down, so if we're a very green track, and Science just been P2 with a 112.279 as I'm talking, as as we get more rubber down on the road, ooh, Hamilton just went over the curves badly. That's going to ruin his lap. So as the track, that's just what we talk about track evolution is more of this rubber to attach to uh, the course. Now we're not going to see the evolution if it rained. This evolution, Pearson, would be as you get closer to the end of the session, you can go faster and faster because there's more traction to be gained. We're not going to see that as much because we're getting the track has been rubbered pretty well, so that evolution won't be as significant as if we would see somewhere else. Another scenario, if it's a new track or over the Middle East, one of the issues is that they have, when the track hasn't been used, the track is dirty, and that's another part of the evolution of the track is that the track is getting clearer, so they can get better grip. We've got 23 minutes left to go in this session right now. You are listening to the Race's YouTube channel. This is Crash right now with coverage of FP3 in Monaco, the one of the three jewels, the triple crown of motorsports. Yeah, track evolution will improve times. When you've got major evolution, a lot of evolution happening, then going as last as possible becomes more important. Right now, we've only got two drivers on the track. We've got Leclerc and we've got Hamilton. I believe the curb that we're talking about is over, I believe, in the it's across from pit lane. Yeah, the swimming pool area is across from it's separated by a barrier, basically from. So it's a curb that was in the swimming pool area of the. Doing. How's Kirk finally over in? Well, I mean, he's doing good right now. His again, let's see where how qualification goes, and then how the race goes. Well, this is Saturday, not Sunday. We are not in church. Thank you. Goodbye. Moving on. What are you guys doing in chat? Right now, they are focusing on the crowd and not on action. Albin, Hamilton, Stroll, Russell, and Alonso are on track right now. Back to track action now, finally on stream. I think we're following Hamilton. Nope, I got it wrong. It's Russell. He's back on track after being pits for a bit. And Russell's setting up with a fastest sector one, and he is on soft tires. Here comes George. Looking good in his second sector. He's 2 tenths off of Leclerc, but he is a tenth faster. So he's right now a tenth behind Leclerc at the moment. Get his actual time. That was 2 tenths off. So he's going to end up with a lap time of 112, it looks like right now. And he does, 112.223. So he loses a little bit more time on Leclerc in Sector 3. A green sector, but not as fast as Leclerc's. Alonso fastest Sector 2 right now. He's putting together a good lap at the moment. And he is going to jump up to P2 with 112.087. We're still not getting clearly into the 111s, and we probably won't in this session. Again, with 17 minutes to go, I will probably be proven wrong. I'm not sure who's referring the rookie. Are we talking about Alonso being the rookie here? Our eternal rookie? Clerk is on an outlap, Sainz on an outlap, Verstappen on an outlap, Oscar, Norris, Magnussen, Ricardo, Perez, Sargent, All are on outlaps right now. Oh, they are have just left the pits and going around the circuit. If those don't know the term of an outlap, Clark just had to go run around one of the V carbs. It looks like Ricardo. Sainz improving on his times in Sector 1. Perez improving on his times. Oscar improving times. Perez is half a second off after Sector 2. Albin, they're not sure what's going on with the front tires. He basically complained yesterday at the end of the session that it's very much like last year, where they're just burning up tires on track. Who do you think Hamilton could beat Max in the same car? Jules asked. I don't know. It's possible. Clark is going a fast Sector 1. Oscar's going to be I think he just did a P6, 112, 339. Price is P10, 112, 717. Sargent just went P10 with a 112, 712. So 0.005 faster than Perez. Russell's improving in his somewhat. He does 112.81. Leclerc is going fast as on fastest sector 2 fast. He does a 111.369. That is closer to what Max did as pole. So we've got two drivers in the 111s right now. It's both Ferrari, and it's Leclerc getting a like he's looking wonderful right now. There's not like you watch him drive right now, and he's in the zone. We've got 14 and a half minutes left in this session. You are listening to the Racing YouTube channel. Again, this is Grash. We did have one flag at the beginning of the session. When I arrived late, Bottas had gone into the wall, tapped the wall, I should say, not in, and by tapping the tire, it collapsed the tire as it's supposed to, and that he was unable to continue, stopped on track. Let me get. Prix again. Max's pole last year was a 111.365. So we are 0.04 off of that pole time in FP3. Ooh, what just happened with Carla? Was it Carlos? Ooh, that is close. It's a lockup. That is interesting. They are the Ferraris. So I was Leclerc, and he was basically up kissing the bear here, but not damaging his car. Tsunoda right now being focused on right now. He's improving on his time, so he is 0.6 off of Leclerc's time. Still an improvement. Look like you guys are talking about some of the strategies. So Christian Helm, he saying C5 tires. That's the soft tires. Last 10 rounds, last laps of the race, start on the hards. So that's the C3. And Carlos Sainz is backing. He's going slow to let other cars pass. Incident involving Norris and Russell noted. You don't know when the crunch moments appear. The barriers will inevitably say, "Come to Daddy, Charlie boy." Ooh, no, I think there's something different about Charles this weekend. There's something different about how he's driving. He's been consistently at the top of the board. He's been consistently driving well. Like where we've seen Max go out and charge in when he's flat out dominated. Charles is doing that here. So it is just still a matter of it's still a matter of basically like will this carry over into quali? When is quali? I believe. Let me bring up the typically 2.5 hours qualifying. Yeah. So this will be over in about. We're now 10 minutes in. The Russell and Norris incident will investigate after the session. So 2.5 hours. Okay, who is anyone? Science is on track. Is he doing a flying lap? He has improved in sector one. Pretty much everyone is out on track right now. Leclerc is the last one to come out of the pits. He's on a mute up here on softs. Oh, but quali Max is going to be better, but he's still going to have a hard time taking pole. Yeah, I mean this is like he will have to put together a good lap like he did last year, and like that came out of nowhere last year. Tell me what Charles did before going to pit. He set a great time. He did a 111.369, which is 0.004 with slower than the pole that was. Yeah, he's within hundreds. Um, Cardo needs a new hobby. So right now we've got Ferrari at the top, Leclerc, Sainz, Hamilton, Alonso, 3-4. I take that back. Tsunoda just went P3 with 111.991. Oh, they're all talking smack on each other now. Norris, oh, that's one of the Lando's not happy with one of the Mercedes. Norris is taking P3 with 111.988. So these are 111 times in FP3, which is not representative of what the track will look like in terms of temperature or because the track will change between now and quali. Seven minutes to go in this section right now. Let's see who is Max look like. Is he? Max has been 7 laps on this current stint. And Max has jumped up to P2 with a 111.958. So he's in the 111s now. Though P2 through P5 are all within a tenth of each other, we can extend that down even further. I think Hamilton's in that range as well. Yeah, we can actually go into Alonso. So we've got from P2 through P to Alonso, we've got all of them within a tenth. So right now the lap to beat right now is going to be Charles with an 11.369, and he's going to do that again in quali. Oscar's improving on his lap times, not the fastest, so that's an improvement is what we're looking for right now. And Oscar's going to jump up to 111.9001, so he's going to join that group within a tenth of each other. Max on a new flying lap, he's gone fastest in the first sector. Got a tenth already on Charles' first sector. See how this goes. Max is cooking right now. He's about to finish his second sector. He's improved in most of it, but not all of it. And it's 3/10 off in that second sector. So he's improved, but he's still 3/10 off. He's about two tenths ahead. And Max, as expected, is going to go to a 111.566. Max improves in sector 3 time, but he's again about half a tenth off. So that brings together a total of 0.197 to almost 2/10 off. Hamilton jumps to P3, improves on all his times, good sector times, but it's a 111.710. I don't think Red Bull's been sandbagging. I mean, it's been evolution getting to the 111 times. I mean, Charles has just been the first one to get out there. Charles is returning back to the track right now. And we've got 3 minutes to go in this session right now. Russell also improved to a P5 to 111.968. Looking at the board right now, no one's improving in time. Stroll putting together a lap at the moment. improving his times, though. And it looks, ooh, this was showing a vlog of Escman. One of the Red Bulls went around Yuki. Roll putting together improvement on his lap times, though he's not improving. He didn't improve very much at all. Actually, did not improve in sector 2. Looks like Max right now setting a new fastest sector 1 time. So it looks like it was Max who was pushing in the tunnel around Yuki. Max, it's a mixed bag for Max in sector 2. It's like, yeah, he's abandoning this lap now. So Max set a fastest sector 1, but is abandoning the lap at this point. We've got 1 minute to go in this session right now. Let's see anyone else. Hulkenberg is improving on his lap times. Magnussen improved to P12 with 112.216. Hamilton is he improved in the sector 1, but he's backed out of the sector 2. See if anyone else is going to put an attempt in at the last minute. Max right now is leading one of the Williams behind him. So Hulkenberg did a 1 P12, Magnussen does a P13. 1/10 between those two drivers. And see, time has expired. And Hulkenberg takes the flag. Verstappen is taking the flag. So we are not seeing. Yeah, we're not seeing any new times set on this board. Again, we got Oscar Norwich, a couple others coming out on track. They're basically coming out on track to do a practice start. So it is. So 2.5 hours is going to be quali. I want to thank everyone who's been here. We've got over 600, 845 watching right now, 572 likes. Thank you right now. If you haven't liked or subscribed, now's a great time to do it. It helps with the algorithm. If you hit subscribe, you hit the bell, you'll get notifications when to go live. Mine did not go off today. I can't believe it. But you'll get notifications when we go live. If you join the Discord, you'll also get an event notification. That did not go off today this morning. Race control is noted that Max was driving unnecessarily slow, and it's been noted. Don't know if they will investigate, but that has been noted. Prez ended up with a P5. It was the last one, 111.923. And I think he was the last one on the board. I did not expect him. This is going to be it for me this weekend. Ryan should be taking over for the quali session. It is going to be a banger, definitely. This is the show. This is the weekend. Quali is everything here in Monaco because it's so hard to overtake. Again, race control, again, another noted that driving on not necessarily slowly. And Max is just in a pile of. Yeah, we've got Perez and Sargent and Max. What else is going? Just look at it's just traffic just blocking up the road. They're doing a replay, what just happened a few moments ago. Max is the one who's going to get probably called. He's the Perez says that we've got a lot of work to do. The car is nowhere. Perez is P5 with 111.9. He's still looking for that 10th. That's important right here. So, if you guys come back in about 90, so when this stream ends, you will be brought to the quali stream, and they're going to investigate Max going slowly. So basically, they're going to call him and probably call him to the steward's office and wave the finger at him. You've gone slow. But ultimately, we will be back in about 90 minutes to play music. And then Ryan should be about 15 minutes before the session quality starts. Ryan should be on doing his radio check and giving you the latest news from all the. Looks like the stewards are deciding to bring all people in before quali. For everyone who's been here, this has been Grash. This is the Racing YouTube channel. And I wish you all a good weekend and have fun with quali. Take care.